Story of the Cube. Well, for about the first 25 years, we just took the hot box concept, added steam, made a 2-chamber finisher, kept making them larger and longer, higher and higher productivity. The industry went to tunnel finishing, stopped pressing so much, processed thousands and millions of garments, and it all worked fine. Then we started thinking, what do we really want to do to make the tunnel finisher better? We experimented with some, oddly enough, boilerless tunnel finishers and mixed the steam and air in such a way that, gosh, the quality sure was good. But really the industry didn't need boilerless. They still had plenty of steam available. So we looked at different industries and went after people who didn't have boilers at all and tried that technology. Turns out for dry-to-dry garments they were amazing, and what we didn't realize was that a lot of customers were using them for damp garments and getting really good drying results as well as a good finish. So that made us think, what is it about 2-chamber finishing? Well, turns out you don't really need 2 chambers. You can do it all in 1 chamber. The nature of 300-degree air is such that the relative humidity is still really low, even though you're adding lots of steam and moisture and bringing moisture into the garments. You're still able to dry as long as you have an adequate exhaust. And we looked at some experiments we did in the 90s and realized that if you play with the exhaust a bit, you can have no trouble whatsoever getting drying in that type of finisher. So we took that intermediate exhaust concept, is what we called it, and changed the way we did it in the Cube. Now we draw the air from the entire machine, and it becomes a great dryer as well as a single chamber finisher with amazing wrinkle removing results. Another annoying thing about tunnel finishers was along the years was we're doing this downward airflow. We have the hanger, so this is our only form, and we were exhausting from the top thinking heat rises. It works, but a lot of times you just end up tangling garments around your chain, and this was just a real annoyance. So we went to a concept where all the exhaust is on the bottom of the machine and it keeps the airflow in one direction through the entire machine, and it's working quite well.
The Cube requires a mechanical section, an adjacent section, an end cap, and at least 1 center section. The center sections can be expanded to 1, 2, or 3, making it a Cube 1, 2, or 3, increasing the production on the low end from 1,500 pieces per hour up to the high end of more than 3,000 pieces per hour. Because the Cube has steam and air in the entire machine, garments can travel either direction in the tunnel. They can either enter through the end and exit through the side, or enter from the side of the machine and exit through the end. Live steam and air are delivered to the garments from the top of the machine and through the active walls. The garment process height in a Cube is 81 inches, allowing for longer garments, such as a coverall, to hang freely to the floor. A ladder is not required because there's no service points or maintenance required on the top of the machine. All service and maintenance can be performed from the floor level. Tooled entry access panels. The control box separates high and low voltage, protecting maintenance personnel from the high voltage side of the box, but allowing them to access the low voltage side while the machine is operating. The new design of the lens screens keep it cool to the touch on the exterior surface. Automatic lens screen cleaning is also available.
The outside of the machine is very cool to the touch. We improved the insulation greatly by reducing all the connectivity between the metal of the inside and the metal of the outside with tricks like standoffs and air insulation. Really, it's amazing how well it worked. We may not be able to pay for the labor for pressing anymore. I love to sell automated presses, but this may be the tunnel that shuts down your presses.